Hey guys, just a quick video. I want to thank you guys for the feedback. I've been getting a little bit of feedback. It's great. It's been real positive. I appreciate it. I got a suggestion from somebody that I may want to think about making some videos directed entirely at beginners. And so I think that's an awesome idea. So that's what I'm going to do here. But this first one, we're just going to talk about eating. Eating. What should you eat to get big? And this is directed to you if you're a really little guy, you're a real skinny guy, underweight, and you want to get massive. There's other tactics for other body types and so forth. So, and this is for you little guys. And I'm not condescending in any way by referring to you as skinny or scrawny or any kind of shit, because that was me. All right, I was a skinny, scrawny little motherfucker. So I'm talking about me just like I'm talking about you and anybody else that might fit. But anyhow, if it's you, you know who you are. Ain't nobody else's business anyway, right? Okay, first thing that I would do is, first you got to look at the scale. If the fucking scale is not coming up every week, if the scale's not going up at least a little bit, you're just flat out not eating enough. Now I know I've heard it time and time again from little guys, you know, fast metabolisms. They tell me they eat a ton of stuff. I eat. You wouldn't believe how much I eat. It's crazy. And I can't gain any weight. Okay, this is, everybody hears this is a typical thing. But to tell you the truth, and I know where I'm coming from, I know where you're coming from, been there, and you don't know how to eat, and you're not eating a ton of stuff. You're not eating what you think you're eating. Okay, so first thing is just a fact of life. Scale has to begin to move. Scale has to start coming up. Every week, scale has to come up. Weight has to gain. Every week, scale has to come up. There's no way around that. Do not pass go. Scale's got to come up. Okay? You can lift and lift and lift and lift. Okay? You can lift until your balls fall on the floor. And you ain't getting bigger if the scale ain't coming up. If the material's not there, you're not gaining weight. You're not gaining size. You're not getting bigger. And if you're a little guy, you need to not only gain muscle and size, you need to gain weight. So, let's get the scale up. Now, what's the easiest, no brain, no thought method, no fuss to get that fucking scale coming up? Gallon of milk a day. Gallon of milk a day. Okay? Go out, get a fucking gallon of milk, crack it open in the morning, and start your day, start drinking on it. By the end of the day, time you go to bed at night, that thing has to be empty. Gallon of milk a day, done. All right? It's very old school. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, oh, it's crazy, it's ridiculous, that's so old, that doesn't work, it'll make you fat, it's fucking this, milk's so bad for you. Who knows what they're going to tell you, okay? And yeah, you're going to be really bloated. By the end of the day, it's going to be really difficult to get that gallon of milk down until you get used to it. Well, you'll get used rather quickly, but you've got to fucking do it. Drink the gallon of milk down a day, and what that will do for you, just the milk alone, is going to give you about 126 grams of protein, roughly. I'm just giving it off the top of my head. And it's super slow digesting. So when you lay down to go to bed at night, you're going to have a constant trickle all day long, just like an IV of protein to the muscles. It couldn't be any more ideal. When you go to bed, all that bloat in your stomach at the time, it'll be gone in the morning, but all that bloat when you go to bed, yeah, that's going to get you through the night. That's your storehouse there. That's your pantry. All right. When you go to sleep and you would normally be fasting for all those hours you're asleep, you won't be fasting. You'll be building muscle because all that material is still digesting and trickling out into your bloodstream, leaching out into your bloodstream. So that's what you start with, a gallon of milk a day. Now, first rising in the morning, you got to have the protein drink. Throw some fucking protein down there. Now, what do you want? You want some really good whey isolate. You already got the casein going around with the milk. It's super slow protein. You want some super fast, super high PER, something that food can't touch. Can't touch quality. And that's going to be isolate. Okay? Now, whoever tells you otherwise, look it up yourself. Google it yourself. Don't look at people's opinions. Look at the facts. Isolate. Whey isolate. Numero uno. Number one for protein for building muscle. Number one. Okay, so whey isolate has to be something good. It's going to cost you. Okay, it's going to cost. But you want to get bigger, you don't want to get big. Give something else up. It's going to cost you. So good whey isolate. I'm using right now the ISO 100 by Dymatize or whatever the fuck it is, Elite. It's really good, 100% whey isolate. When you go to mix it, when you feel it, the texture of it, even when it gets on your hands with the scoop, it's not like powdery at all. It's not like that fucking shit powder. It's kind of granular, actually. And when you put it in your milk, I mean your water or whatever you want to put it in milk, I don't care. I do a double serving, of course, which makes 50 grams. And when I put it in there, almost all I have to do is swirl the shaker. Just swirl it and it's fucking dissolved immediately. It dissolves and it's as thin as water. As thin as water. So that's the shit. Get some kind of really good protein. Something, you know, if it's whey isolate, if it's the real deal, it's going to be very easy to dissolve. Very easy. It's not going to clump up and none of that crap. Okay, first thing in the morning after, you know, getting through the night, feed the muscles of whey isolate. Whey isolate. All right, then start on your milk. Then get the milk on. You get into the gym, when you get done working out, as soon as you're done working out, whey isolate. 2 shots of whey isolate in a day. Gallon of milk a day. You're going to get big. Simple as that. 2 shots of whey isolate, gallon of milk. You're fucking going to get big. Simple as that. Now, do you need a double shot? Or maybe just one single shot? You know, well, figure it out. You're getting 126 from the fucking milk or roundabout. You could get another 50 from the whey isolate alone. Right there, you know, 25 in the morning, 25 after your workout. Or you can just take a 50 shot and a 50 shot, but that's probably overkill for you. But that's up to you. Leave the details to you. I'm just telling you the simple way to do it. You want to fudge around the details, go ahead. Just do what I'm telling you to do, and then you're gonna get big. You're gonna get bigger for now anyway. You keep going, you're gonna get even bigger. Small steps to the moon, as always. So on top of that, now you want to be able to eat. First, you're not really going to be able to get all this together because, you know, drinking all this milk is going to fuck you up. You're going to be so bloated and stuffed, and it's going to be hard to go down. So you're going to have to adjust to the milk and then begin to put your food over top of that. So food sources, cheap, good, readily available. You know, cans of tuna fish. Get your tuna fish on there. Boil some eggs, you know. Make some fucking egg salad or just carry a hard-boiled eggs around with your whole egg. Don't be throwing out the fucking yolk. 6 grams per egg, roughly. McDonald's, you get caught out somewhere, you're on the road, you gotta fucking get your protein in. You don't gotta make it a big you know, hassle to get it. Just swing into any McDonald's. Dollar menu, $2, get you 2 of those double cheeseburgers. Take 1 set of buns and throw it away. The other one, put all 4 reed thin pieces of fucking meat on there, and eat that bastard. And that's probably going to be all you're going to want. Trust me, it's a little difficult to choke down, but it's probably about 40 grams of protein. I'm pretty sure. It's supposedly high quality beef. That's I ain't the one that comes up with that. I saw on how it's made, and they showed the fucking factories and the people that come up and put this meat together and how they pack it and all this crap from McDonald's, and it's supposed to be fucking really good meat. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that, but it's probably, even if it's denatured, you know, it's 40 grams. You're still gonna get something out of it. So anyway, you just gotta think on your feet sometimes. Do what you gotta do. Bananas, good food for a guy trying to gain weight. Pizza, fuck it, I wouldn't balk at pizza. Cheesesteak, I wouldn't balk at cheesesteak. You know, as you start to gain weight, and you gain enough you can notice something, then, you know, get you some pictures. Every 2 weeks, pictures. One from the front, one from the rear, because you never see what goes on from behind. And there's a lot of changes that are going to happen that you ain't going to be aware of. In fact, you can't see yourself grow. It would be like sitting here and watching yourself grow hour to hour. You're not going to see it. You live in this body. You have the same view. But change that perspective and step outside with pictures, you know, at 2 week intervals. That way you can lay them out at 2 week intervals, and then you say, oh, okay, I'm getting paid, I'm getting there, it's working. And that's what's going to tell you. If you don't see a difference every 2 weeks, some kind of difference, okay? I'm not talking about monumental fucking, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Small steps to the moon. As long as you see something's happening, you're on track. You don't see anything happening, you got to step back and assess what's going on. Okay, now if the weight gain isn't what you want, once you see what it's looking like on you, like, whoa, hey, I'm not as scrawny as I thought I was, I'm getting a little pudge. Okay, then you may have to readjust how you're eating, what you're eating, and change it around some and figure that out. But this is your starting point. And odds are, more than likely, I've never seen a really skinny guy get fat from doing this. So, and I will tell you this, every skinny guy I've ever told to do the gallon of milk thing, because it's a no-brainer, you know, it's just fucking, it doesn't get any easier, and you can do it right now. You don't have to read anything, you don't have to study anything, memorize anything, write anything down, you can do it now. Okay? Everybody I've told to do this has been amazed. I've seen people gain 10, 15 pounds 1 month. So, want to be a believer? Fucking do it, and thank me later. Till then, I gotta crash. So, because I gotta grow, I gotta get my nighttime protein in and lay my ass down. So, till then, take care, have a good evening, and get the fucking gallon of milk going. Start drinking a gallon of milk tomorrow. Don't put it off. Drink the fucking gallon of milk. Go get your fucking gallon of milk. Drink a gallon of milk tomorrow. Don't put it off. Alright? And don't puss out if it gets a little warm. If it sits around, you can't refrigerate it all day long, tough shit. Just fucking drink it. Okay? Warm milk, it's comforting. Look at it that way. Alright? From now on, you don't necessarily always eat for taste. Taste is a luxury. Okay? Food is a tool. So, start eating. Oh, and also one more thing. Like I told you, I'm not trying to sell this. This is the healthiest way to eat. Okay? If I were to tell you the healthiest way to eat, I would say go plant-based. And that's what I'm going to do eventually. But for now, I eat a fuckload of animals. I got a lot of animals out here all over the place, up here in the woods. I'm not killing any animals. I haven't made it that far. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to eat them, but I'm still going to eat them. Okay? I'm still going to eat them. I'm going to eat lots of them. A lot of them. I'll eat so many animals, I'll eat a small farm's worth of animals just this week. I mean, look at me. I'm telling you, no lie. But eventually, yeah, I'll move into the plant-based shit. I think that's the healthiest way to eat. So we're not trying to eat the healthiest way possible right now. We're trying to get fucking big and get swole. At least that's what I thought we were trying to do. Am I wrong? Okay, so go get your fucking gallon of milk and start drinking it. Alright? Have a great evening and get your fucking milk on board.